All right, I just wanted to put this out there very quickly, and then you don't have to hear me talk about it again for a while if you're not interested. The guys that I'm working with on their diet programs, I have two guys left, two of you guys left who do not have your diets in your hands yet. Everybody else has started their diet and they're running along smoothly. Now, at least one of those guys I'll have ready tonight, and you'll have your diet this evening, 8 o'clock or so. And the other guy will be tomorrow night. If I'm feeling particularly industrious today after work, then I'll get both you guys done tonight. I'm hoping. Then I'll be caught up. I have another guy that purchased a diet with the foresight because we spoke and I told him what I'm planning to do. And so he's not ready to start his diet yet. He just had some minor medical issue, and he's not hasn't been given the green light yet. So he's going to be a week down the road, or a week and a half, or whatever, 2 weeks down the road. But he purchased his diet anyway, proactively. And the reason for that is because what I'm getting ready to do is, after this, when we come back from this Arnold Expo, there's a lot of other things that I'm going to shift gears and get into. So the diets are going to go up. They're going to go back up to price where they were when I initially listed them. When I initially offered it, it was at a rate of $150 higher than what it is today and what these folks have purchased it at, because the only reason I turned it down, it's too low now. It was on the low end initially. When you consider, if you go through it with me, you'll see what I mean. So I have to turn it back up because I want to weed people out and thin the herd, and I still want to do some diets. I still want to help people that need help, but I don't want to be besieged with a whole bunch of people that I can't keep up with. Too many like that. I don't want to do it like that. So I'm either going to take it down completely and it'll probably be when we depart from the Arnold. I'll either take it down completely, and it won't even be there as an option anymore on the website till who knows when, or I'll turn it back up to where it was price-wise, and that's probably going to, slow down the response. And at that price, it's still more than fair, much more than fair. I think I have no qualms about feeling like I'm charging anybody anything outrageous by any stretch of the imagination. So this is just to put it out there. Any of you people out there, if you're struggling to lose weight and it's impacting the quality of your life, things you can't do with your family or loved ones you wish you could do, things you can't do for yourself that you wish you could do, everything you need to know to arm yourself and put together your own program and lose the weight is already here, free, available on this channel. And I'm going to try and start to organize the videos better into categories, make it more easy to sort through things and access. But if you've been here a while, you've probably seen most or all of them. Everything you need to know is here. I've already put it all out there, pretty much. Not every single teeny minute detail that I haven't thought to put out there, but it's all out there in so much as more than enough that you can accomplish what you need to accomplish just going through the videos and sorting out, putting together your own diet and program. But if you're not sure about that, or you're more comfortable, or you prefer to have it put together and overseen by me, then I'm more than willing to do that. It will be successful. I will hang in there with you. It will be successful. It's a 90-day program, but if you don't have astounding results in the 90 days, then, I shouldn't even be saying this shit, but this is what's in my heart. I'm going to hang in there with you, and we're going to make it right. We're going to make it happen, because I like a challenge, and I haven't fallen short in this area before, and you won't be the first one I fall short. It's not going to happen. Okay, so the other thing is, if you do the program, make sure and get me the pictures. I've got one fellow whose diet I need to start on tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow night, because I don't have his pictures. He sent me everything but the pictures. And brother, you know who you are. I got to get those pictures. Just a pair of shorts from the front and from the back. Clear pictures that I can see, good, bad, ugly, the whole of it. This is your before picture. It's nothing for you to balk at taking. It's nothing for you to feel self-conscious about. Although I know you're not comfortable. If you were comfortable, you wouldn't be taking on, this project with me. So just understand the way that we have to look at this. I have to look at this as a way for me to assess the progress, because in a plan like this, every 2 weeks there should be visible progression in a positive direction, progression. And if there isn't the first time, or if the rate seems to really slow, or if it starts to stagnate, the first time I see that, then we have to evaluate what's going on, and we have to reassess, and we have to make adjustments so that we're back on course. And ideally, if I could be there, measure your body fat percentage and juxtapose that with what the weight scale says, then I would know exactly, well, how much fat has he lost versus how much muscle has he gained, because I would know the weight difference, and I would be able to tell the body fat, the variable between, and figure it out. Well, I'm not there. I can't do that. I'm not going to try and talk anybody through measuring their own body fat if you've never done it. It's just going to throw a whole bunch of confusion in the game. So other than that, the only thing I have available to me are your stats. I know what your weight is, what your height is, and these pictures. If I have the pictures, then it gives me a pretty good idea for me to figure out, well, that frame, that height, as much as he weighs, what they look like. I can figure out where we're at, what we need to do, what's going on, and I can chart the progress every 2 weeks. That's what it's for. And trust me, you may not like the pictures when you take them the first time, okay? You may be trying to put it off, weasel out of that shit, but you can't. I've got to have these pictures. I've got to have them. And I don't want you sucking your gut in. I don't want you trying to make yourself look better. Don't go out of your way to try to make yourself look worse, but if you like some of the aspects of your body as it is, that's great. I'm not asking you to flaunt it, and if you have aspects of your body that you can't even stomach to look at, I'm not asking you to flaunt that or to hide that. Need to see it all, okay? Because this is how we're going to chart our progress, so we need to see it. Simple as that. And remember, this is your before picture. This is the picture that as you lay these things out, it's going to give you motivation. You're going to say, look at that, I see that. Especially from behind. You never see yourself from behind. You see this view all the time. So that's why one from the front, one from the back. Because you can lay these things out yourself and see them and go, look at that, I see that, that's working. And it's going to keep you revved up and on the course so that you don't, stumble. All right, and like I said, that this is your before picture. So at the end result, at the end of 90 days, when you take the beginning starting picture and you put that there, the one that you balk at taking right now because you don't like what you look at, don't want to see yourself pictured like that in just a pair of shorts, well, you have to remove yourself from it. And you're looking at this thing, with a detached type of attitude and mentality. This is a shell. This is what you inhabit. And we're getting ready to work on it. So it's kind of like taking a picture of a car. That you picked up a car, it needs a little work. And you're going to be proud at the end. So you want to say, when people say to you, wow, that car looks great. That's nice and shiny. It's nice and straight. Looks nice. You can say, yeah, I did that. This is what it looked like at first, and you can show the before picture. You understand, when you get to the 90 days, the finished picture next to the very first, the beginning, the before picture, then it'll be all the more dramatic, the change. So you're going to want those pictures, same poses, as much similarity in the lighting as you can possibly reproduce, all that shit, same distance from the camera. Makes everything easier, and it's something to reflect on later. So, just want to put that out there. Anybody that's on the fence about it, if you're not even ready to start your diet, but it's something you want to do, then go ahead, get the diet now, because we're not going to start it now. You can get it now. You can begin to track your food. Don't change your diet. It's another thing, and so far we've been very fortunate with the people we've had. Don't track your diet with that in mind. That, and you become conscious and say, oh Christ, I didn't know I was eating this. I didn't know I eat that. I didn't know I ate this many times a day or this much. Don't let that influence you. I need an earnest reflection of what you eat in a typical 3 days. So I'm going to go by that. Now, a couple of you guys, 2 of you, have even sent me all the numbers. And I probably shouldn't trust those numbers. I should probably check it out myself. But it looks like you know what you're doing enough, and that does make my job easier. But I would say steer away from that because I want to do my own math. You know, if in other words, if you're telling me you eat so many eggs, let's just say for a meal or something in a meal, okay, the size egg I look at in reference for nutritional content and value, I'm going to look at that same sized egg when I put your diet together. So I want things to be the same, all right? I don't want, you know, you're looking at an extra large egg, or I'm looking at a medium sized egg or a large egg, or you understand? It doesn't have to be specific, exact, you know, note for note on the money, but it has to have an equal correlation, you know, from what you're doing now to what I'm going to do with you. That's how we make it happen. It's like a scale. The scale, if the scale's off 3 pounds, that's fine as long as it is always reproducible. As long as it's always off 3 pounds, it's a useful tool. By itself, it isn't worth shit, even if it's dead on, balls on accurate all the time, because what's it tell you? It doesn't tell you, you know, it just tells weight. It doesn't tell you how much muscle and how much fat. So the scale and fat calipers, that's going to give you a lot better tool to work with and track a diet. And we don't have that, so we just have scale and pictures. All right, so that's where we're at with it. If you're on the fence, you're thinking about doing it, get it, do it. Because when I get back from the Arnold, or after I depart for the Arnold, it's coming either off the site and it won't be available until I don't know when. I'll make it available again. Or it's going to go back up to how I initially priced it. And I don't know, you know, when and where or how and what it's going to be where available anymore. So go ahead, I don't mind, load myself up with some work right now, because once that runs its course, that'll be done. All right, so that's it. Take care. Have an awesome day. Hopefully, I got to do this one diet tonight, but I'm hoping I'll get into the dungeon outside the garage today after work and do some triceps work. You know, free weight triceps home workout, and video that and put that up hopefully. All right, like I said, I'll catch you later. Take care. Have a great day.